We begin tonight in our nation's capital, where there are new developments on an issue of critical concern to investors like you, tax reform. Today, the Republicans sent out a save-the-date notice for the week of September 25th. That's when they plan to release the core elements of what they call big, bold tax reform.
This is the beginning of the process. It's the beginning of a very important process to achieve for the first time in a generation overhauling our tax system and giving middle-class families a much-deserved break.
And as the GOP prepares for its legislative push, the president encouraging lawmakers to work quickly and made clear what he wants to see in the proposal.
Make the tax code simple and fair. Cut taxes substantially. It'll be the largest tax decrease in the history of our country for the middle class. Encourage companies to hire and grow in America. And by doing that, we're going to have to reduce the taxes for companies. Right now, we're at 35% and really much higher when you add state taxes in.
Ylan Mui reports tonight from Washington.
The timeline for tax reform is starting to come into focus. Republican leadership announcing today that they plan to release an updated framework for tax reform with the White House during the week of September 25th. President Trump has already begun reaching out to Democrats, but OMB Director Mick Mulvaney is skeptical that any of them will come on board.
Can the Democrats vote for something the president likes? That's a real concern of mine, is the Democrats might be committed in their own mind for political reasons that they simply cannot give the president a victory his first year in office, maybe ever in office.
Lawmakers hope to pass a budget in October, and that will allow them to unlock the special rules that let them pass tax reform in the Senate with just 50 votes. Today, President Trump met with the Problem Solvers Caucus at the White House to talk about tax reform. They're a moderate, bipartisan group in the House, and I spoke with their Democratic leader, Representative Josh Gottheimer, about why he thinks President Trump wants to engage with their group, not just on tax reform, but also on issues like immigration and infrastructure.
The president realizes that you get a lot more done working together, and there's a bunch of us who want to sit at the table and roll up our sleeves and get to work on issues like tax reform, on infrastructure, right? Making sure there is bipartisan support for DACA legislation, and now we just got to push it ahead and get it done.
Asked if he thinks the GOP timeline for tax reform is realistic, Gottheimer said no, but hope does spring eternal here in Washington. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Ylan Mui on Capitol Hill.